I think first I would love to get the inside scoop from Cruella. So I know we have her on screen. Welcome to the stream and appreciate you joining us today. How are you, Cruella? How's everything?
Hi guys, can you hear me properly? Is this
Yes,
thing
we
on? Yeah,
Yep, you're good to
perfect.
go.
Super dope intro. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm super excited to talk about Home with you guys and all the ISIM projects. So yeah, I think you made a pretty dope intro as I said, but let me say some things about me first so I can give you a proper introduction about who am I as a founder and as a person. So yeah, I'm a senior software engineer. I've been through many startups and bigger corporate companies, through major fintech and this kind of sector, consulting and fintech and stock market infrastructure, basically. So, and also I've been trading low market caps on Solana for the past, it's been 2 years now, I have to say.
you've been hunting
And
those microcap gems, eh? With us.
exactly. And this is actually what showed me the massive gap because, all these corporate lads up there, they do have the sentiment analysis and they spend billions. But I had to democratize that and I have to bring that to the space and to the trenches. So I guess, like in the bear market, when I didn't have something to trade, I was like, okay, I'm gonna build some stuff here. And this is how I started building Room actually. And you know what? Another problem that I had to solve, and I was trying to, and this is what I'm hoping I'm trying to solve with Womb, is because I'm in Europe and we have all this Europe time zone, we always miss the good place, you guys. So I was waking up every
You
morning
mean
and
the
I was like,
Americans wake up and click buttons?
yeah,
Sleepfrogs, huh?
what? I was waking up and I was like, okay, another play I just missed. And is it too late now? Is this the bottom? What everyone is saying. So I had to, to toggle between like Telegram groups and everything and Twitter. And Twitter search, okay, don't get me start on that. It's a complete seed. You don't have to, you cannot search on anything. It's complete bots and everything sealed. So I was like, yeah, I have to make something for my own research and for the trenches.
Got it. Got it. Well, glad we got that background. And I mean, definitely that's a huge gap in the trenches. I mean, especially when you think of like catching up. I mean, where I guess the best place to start would be around like kind of the UI and like just walking us through if we're a new user coming on the platform and wanting to extract as much value, the same kind of value we'd extract from CT, Telegram groups, doing our going through research. What would that look like for a user?
So yeah, super. I would start on the first page actually. Of course, you can search for any token like address, token symbol, or
And I'm
anything.
so sorry. I'm gonna say this as well. If you'd like to share your screen, and if you'd like to demo or like walk us through from your side, we're open to that as well. But please continue. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, no, no worries. It's okay. I will guide you through the screen as if you are a new trencher and you would like to hop on Google. And also we do have some featured spot as I see, pretty dope. I will okay. I'm super excited. I will walk you through everything. So
Go
this
for it.
is
I
the
got it
homepage.
open.
Yeah, I'm yapping too much. If I am, just stop me, guys, and ask me.
You
I
can
don't mind.
never yap too much. You're good. That's what we brought you on here for.
Yeah,
Yap away.
Jill yaps too
Perfect.
much. Don't worry,
Okay.
you're not.
Okay, well, maybe we'll have to make Paragon a little late. We'll say Gavin to wait a bit. Okay, so let me start. Here we have the leaderboard. As you see, we have many columns. What I wanted to bring in the trenches and to bring this gap is to be able for someone to see all the info together. So it's not only just this is a part of a behavioral analysis. So what does that mean? We don't only have like tweets. We do find these things like we have home score. Okay, home score is an AI score from sentiment analysis that has been implemented through all the tweets that we have in the last 24 hours for this token symbol. Then we do have, like, I can really see, I will see from my screen. We do have influence. What influence means is actually the average follower count of the people that are talking about this coin. I think this is a pretty important metric because, all these people that are trying to find calls and big followings and big accounts, but actually big accounts when tweeting, it's mostly top signal, to be honest. You are mostly find gems from small accounts. So I wanted
Yep,
to give that to
100%.
people. Yeah, so you can like sort by 1 hour, 24 hour. We also have the deltas there, the percentages. You can also remove the deltas if you like. But this is a major column that can help you spot gems pretty quickly. Or maybe, if you want to go, I think you can zoom out a bit because, okay, I have a bug there, I think, and we need to load a bit more from the profile picture. So if you zoom out, we will see also the profile. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, this is the average following account, and as you see in the whisper chart, behind is a heat map. Let's say heat map area where you can see we have most of the tweets. Yeah. Also, if you go on the 1 hour whisper chart, and if someone tweets about this coin at the moment, we will see it hopping up. I have to say, I guess like Musk has many tweets. So maybe if you search for Musk, we can see live like popping up sub tweets there.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
here I have Troll open, which have a 1 hour, and you can see everyone kind of talking about it here in real time.
yeah, this is pretty sick. Yeah. I also have, before I move on to the next columns, below Whisper chart, you can see the social activity feed. This is an machine learning, let's say, categorized feed where it detects like small calls, small followings, bigger followings, because we do have a system that we filter out most of the tweets that are bots, are seals, are everything like that. But we also wanted to give the people some categories like, okay, this is someone that has like 10,000 followers. So it will just pop up as a notification there. Or this is a tweet that's talking about the team, the developer, or they're talking about doing a thread and analysis, not just memes, and just a three-word tweet. So yeah, I'm trying to give all this info to people. Also, let me say some more things. Like, I mean, we also have tweet volume, which is mostly the tweet volume that we have
That's the
on the
shaded
20.
area here, right?
Sorry.
That's the shaded area.
Yeah,
Is
this
the
this is
volume of
the
tweets.
shaded area is actually being computed through the tweet volume and some other metrics. But you can also see on the token info card just right below that we have, yeah, there, that you have the tweet volume where you can see, but this is a filtered tweet volume because we also try to filter all the spams. We don't care about those. And then we do have, okay, holder sage volume, of course, like the screener, for example. But we also have sealers, which is the unique accounts that are talking about this token, which is a pretty dope metric as well, because you will see them emerging and you'll see them rising. And this is where the bottom might be, and you can find gems there because you will see, okay, yesterday it was like 10 people that were talking about this coin, and now are 15 people. So something called that, or something's going on, an update or something. So I think the best use of Room is to be able to sort these things out and see the deltas and the percentages then 24 hours, and how they are, um how can I say this word? I got stuck. Okay,
The
like
rate of
how they
change.
are evolving. Yeah, how
Yeah.
they're changing through the time. Yeah. Because I've been reading some papers on that, and I've been doing some academic research because I've actually made a model about this, and this is what WOM is about, and I want to write an academic paper about it and submit it to some conferences, but this will be through the next quarter. So the thing is that up until now, we did have on every crypto and every speculative asset sentiment analysis, but actually this was it has a paradox. The sentiment paradox is that sentiment analysis sometimes can seem as like top signal, because it is when the highest score, it is when most of the people are talking about this token or speculative asset, and they will forget it, and it will be like the top of that. But if you count behavioral analysis, and I have actually made a transformer model, and this is what we're seeing through whom, like machine learning and AI, it's helping a lot, of course, that transforms this behavioral through actual signals and can display you actual the bottom of these tokens. And this can be implemented anywhere from we're starting with low market caps, but the bigger vision is to go to Web 2 and into stocks. So, yeah,
So, all
what do
right.
you guys
So
think?
if I no no, this is good. So if I understand this, we have this live feed here. The shaded area is the number of tweets that are happening at any given time, or sentiment signals, let's say on X. Excuse me. And the higher up a tweet is, it's the amount of followers they have. Obviously, this is in real time. Then you have a chart here so you can follow it. And down here, you have these activities tags. So someone's saying fresh interest here. I'm just going to click on that and see where this goes. So this shows, yeah, so some sort of tweet about trolls should do this. Now, how do you define what, let's say, fresh interest is? Is this like a new tweet from someone, or how should people think about some of these tags?
Yeah, this is categorized things that we have. Machine learn. We have made an algorithm that does this for us. And first interest actually means that this person haven't tweeted about this coin before. So it shows a fresh interest. It's the first time in his account that he's showing a public interest about troll, for example.
Got it.
We also have another feature which is in beta phase at the moment, so it might have some bugs, but we're working on it. It's the sealer scan. It's mostly like holder scan. It's something that you can search for any given account, like Twitter handle, and it can show you, it can display how many tweets about a coin and how many coins this account has post. Because many times, like also like especially in bigger followings, in bigger accounts, you can find yourself like wanting to see if I don't know, like Ansem or any big influencer, for example, are tweeting about a coin, and because they're doing all these posts about everything, it gets lost. So with Sealer Scan, you will be able to find all the accounts and all the tokens that have talked about. So yeah.
Got it. I'm just actually going through it now, and seeing kind of what I'm thinking is, all right, looking at, let's say, something that's low market cap. Oh yeah, here's one from Believe. You have up 6%, influences minus 40. So let's actually try and find something that's positive influence. Tweet volume is high. So let's see what this is. Because troll is one thing where you see like a bunch of tweets, but I'm wondering. Oh, my mic sounds far away. I don't
Mhm.
know if
No, I
this.
can hear you correctly.
Okay. Um, so this is something a little smaller market cap. We can see a bump in sentiment, some people talking about it. Okay, and then bottom fishing. Let's see this one. Mini KOL joined. So let's go check that. what that tweet is. And I'm just trying to like put people how to think about. Wow, originator.
Okay, you chose wisely.
Okay. All right. So this KOL, okay, 5,000 followers. All right, kind of shilling on an Allen reply. So this guy obviously is trying to push Bog. Oh my gosh, this this is funny. So trying to push Bog. All right, so it gives you at least an idea of who is pushing certain things. Now, is there the ability to kind of tag certain X accounts that you want to follow on this platform if you know like certain people kind of you get to know that they're like decent, like can you favorite them or something?
Well, I at the moment no. This is a pretty good idea, though. Maybe I'll add it to the
Oh,
pipeline.
great.
Thank
Look
you
at
for
that product idea.
But
Nice.
yeah, it's a pretty dope idea. You can favorite your tokens. The most thing that I'm trying to do with Room is to give you an overall of the pattern that is being created through the social activity. This is what I'm trying to do. This is why I also have the price exactly next to the whisper chart, so you can see through many coins. You can see that as the unique voices, the unique sealers are rising, the price is rising as well. And if this is not happening, maybe it's because something else is happening. Maybe people don't like this, or they are talking negatively about this coin. Also, and a very interesting part that I noticed through some small market caps that went through bigger market caps of then, it was that observing the whisper chart, because let me tell you, like, I have it all the time in my one screen. I'm like, okay, I have this open, so I'm seeing all the tweets popping up for example, for tokens like Joe or Musk. You could see through one day people changing all their profile pictures and adding their profile pictures to Joe. So
Hmm.
this was something you have to notice, and there was no other tool or nothing that you could see this through. You couldn't find this anywhere, so I was like, yeah, this is dope.
Okay.
So how are you calculating the WAM score? I think that was like because I see that's like a first column. Can you tell us what goes into or like how you guys calculate an overall WAM score and what kind of score should we look for?
Okay, so in order to find the best gems, you actually have to make a combination through tweet volume, influence, and emerging influence. For example, if you see the top three cards that we have most sealed, most sealers, like emerging influence, is where you see the percentages, and you can actually identify which tokens are actually getting more hyped, how many people are talking about these coins, and why. And this will help you find most gems. Room score is a sentiment analysis score that gets all the tweets and performs a sentiment analysis on them. What this is, actually, it's being calculated through some transformer models through machine learning, and it does like it has some probabilities, and it gets and collects the tweet text, and then decides if this is bullish or neutral or bearish, and then gives it a score. So
So
yeah.
okay,
Got it.
so I'm just doing some like I'm just looking at this. So let's say Rec, who we've had on the show before, and called it at a I don't know 400K market cap, and y'all are going to see it's trading at 1.6 mil. So we can see 41 shillers, holders are rising, 63 tweet volume. We can see the influence is 9.4K, and then it has like a decent WOM score. So kind of what I'm thinking about is I'm finding like decent metrics on all of these kind of thing. I'm coming in here, I pull up the name.
You have to, I mean, if you perfect, like if you click on rec, exactly, you can see the pattern, like tweets and price action is next to each
Yeah,
other for a reason.
yeah,
Perfect example.
yeah. So I mean, I'm just trying to pull it. pulling a relevant example here. I don't know if you can change this to always have candles on.
Yeah, you can do whatever. I just like it blue.
Yeah, yeah. And then not to be giving any feedback on here, but the time that it shows at the bottom is not my time zone because it's 1 p.m. for me, but this is showing 16:45, which is
Yeah, it's
4:45.
it's UTC, but I think you can change it.
Yeah, you can
I'll
change
take a
it. I'm
look.
not
No worries.
Yeah, not sure how to change it, but it would be good that if I see, if I look at 12 here and then I look at 12 on this, that they match up, right? So it's just a time configure. It's really easy to do. I know how
Okay,
to do it on
noted. Yeah.
um, so that yeah, like this is an interesting process because you definitely can see this correlation here. There's an obvious correlation here, 100%.
So one thing that I saw, and again, I'm just kind of experimenting with this platform, but I see there's an emerging influence section. I'm assuming what that means is, there's more tweets in the last, let's say, 24 hours, or can you like run us through what emerging influence means?
Yeah, exactly. So influence is for the average following of people tweeting about this coin. So what does that emerging influence means? It means that bigger following, like bigger accounts, has started tweeting about coins like top 10 coins that we have here. So like people with bigger followings has tracked them and maybe have bought them, we don't know, but they have publicly tweeted about them. So that actually can mean a lot. Maybe it can mean top signal, but maybe it can mean that there's a chance that you can be early and maybe one bigger following has tweeted about it and then you can buy it and I don't know, gain some.
Got it.
Yeah.
Because I noticed that on the emerging influence section there was wizard, and I'm gonna actually follow this as a sort of case study, and I'll share my screen. But
Yeah,
um,
sure.
this is essentially this is essentially kind of like a setup that I would look for, right? Like you have basically a bottom chart just kind of curling off the bottom. But there's really no way on Twitter, unless you're really just going through tweets or you're searching the ticker and you have to like filter through the spam. But I think this is a really good way to showcase the value that this type of platform can bring to a trader, because now you have basically this kind of, if you want to call it, a cup and handle on the daily time frame, but it's a bottom chart. It's picking up traction on CT, and you didn't really have to go through CT yourself and dig through the rummage and dig through the garbage. It was right there on uh, on uh, on WAM.fun, and here we can break down all the metrics. So I'm actually going to follow Wizard after this interview to see kind of how the platform does and just kind of use it as a case study. I love the meme itself. I think it's really good. But I just find it interesting that there's some confluence with this platform. But so far, I'm really loving just kind of digging into the different features and what we have in front of us. Um, I guess one of the things that I'd be interested in knowing is kind of your user metrics. Like, what does that look like? How many users per day are you bringing in? Or, what's the strategy for maybe bringing more users on board? Kind of walk us through that part of it.
Yeah, perfect. So at the moment, we do have 1,000 average daily visitors, which has been great. Of course, it's a bit less on weekends or on low volume days, but this is our average. We also won the Meteorite Collective Hype Award. So this has been great and has given us many users. And we also been working with the team on how we will grow more our users and how we will support this system. And yeah, we also have like these features that can bring attention to also our token because we are we are doing buybacks and burns. We do have, if you see on the top right, get featured and submit token. This is what we're using for our flywheel, to be honest. Get featured is a feature that you can have like get your token to be sponsored through whom. If you go on the leaderboard at the moment, we do have a featured token. It's the boat kit token, I think. Yeah, we do have. People can pay for like to feature their token. We only have 3 spots, but you can get into the queue and you can be next in line. And you can have like your token promoted for like 3 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours, or 24 hours. This is something that we are doing. Of course, the metrics are solid. So if no one is talking about your token, the metrics are not going to be good. But you can have your token like be more visible on the top of the leaderboard. And we are buyback and burning 100% of this revenue. And we also have submit your token, because an interesting thing that you mentioned before, what I'm trying to build with Room is not like something that you will get on the pump fund, on the trends, is like on the token that has just launched. I'm not really interested in this. I'm really interested in coins that have actually utility projects and things to say, and people are, are creating cults behind it. So maybe we don't have some token in our database, we don't have some token in our leaderboard. So we're giving the chance to people to submit their token, and we are buyback like 60% of this feature as well. And this, of course, will not lose our metrics because you will have the same behavioral analysis, but you will also be able to see your token. And this has been really great, like for the communities and for founders, and of course for room holders. So yeah,
Got
this
it.
is the plan
Got
at
it.
the moment. Yeah.
Well, so
Chat's
far
lighting
the
up.
chat is loving the
We're getting
chat is
rated
loving
here.
this. GICM to all the Mercy fam. Um, Fabian said the project has dope potential. Um, so we actually have a few questions in here as well. A few that I also wanted to ask. Um, look, yo, GICM guys, W's in the chat, bro. Appreciate the love. But yeah, like tell us a little bit about your team. So you gave us, or let's stay on the business model side of it before we go to your team. So you're telling us a little bit about the get featured the submit token features as a way of accruing revenue, and all of that you said goes to buying and burning the token, right? I think there was one where you said there was like 60% or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of
Okay.
course. So I think it's really important to have revenue inside the platform. This is why I thought of these features. Also, the submit your token feature is something that many people has been asking, because, as I said, we have many visitors. So I got flooded by DMs that was like, where is this token? Where is my beautiful face, my profile picture on the whisper chart? So I was like, okay, guys, I'm gonna handle this. But yeah, I wanted to create this sort of revenue and support also our token and our room holders. At the moment, this is a free platform. This is why we have the revenue. And this also for the get featured feature, we do 100% buybacks and burns. All of this revenue is going back to the chart, and we're burning this. At the moment, we have burned in total 1% of the supply. And we also, for the from the submit your token, we're doing like buybacks at 60%, as you mentioned. At the moment, as I started the project, I was me. I was the team. It was just me. As a developer, I was just starting building. But when you are a founder, you have to do so many things. So I had started to delegate, and now I have a small team of developers that we are talking regularly and daily, and we've been building like many hours a day, heads down building to bring more features into the platform and to make it more advanced and to develop it more. And
Sounds
also,
good. Sounds
yeah,
good. Hmm. And
You're
and
getting a
yeah,
lot
also
of love in the chat. Like I know you can
I
see
love
it.
tons
it.
of love.
I love you
Boom,
guys.
boom, boom.
Keep them coming. Yeah, of course. I think ICM is a great uh, sector in general, and I think we have many things going on, and the next months are gonna be sick. And also, as I mentioned, we do have the Meteorit Collective Award, and we've been getting support from these guys and the team on how to better and advance our user growth. So many things are coming from there as well. Shout out to Mersby and Vesper, of course, helping a lot. But yeah.
Yeah, shout out Mercy, shout out Vesper, shout out the Meteorite Collective, supporters of the stream here as well. Um, so talk to us a little bit about those features. You mentioned you have a team of devs. How big is the team at this point?
At the moment, we do have 4 developers with me as well because, I'm a founder, I'm deving, I do lots of things.
Got you. You wear a few hats. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
So you have a core team. You're working on some exciting features. Um, and I'm asking these questions because really I'm building a case for WAM.fun to be a really good way um to scrape CT, if you will. And even outside of that, I'm kind of questioning, is this a better option than something like a deck screener? Right? Like deck screener, you only have the chart. Um, but with something like WAM.fun, it just gives you a lot more information. So with that in mind, I mean, talk to us about these features that you guys are working on. Are there going to be any premium features, or what other features are you guys looking to add to the platform?
Well, yeah. I'm not sure how many things I can disclose here. I will say that we are preparing many things. Um, I think this is the first social screener, as you mentioned. Deck screener is dope, but we do have something better. And if you go and look in Web 2 as well, because I'm a developer that comes from Web 2, you cannot find this anywhere in public at least. And I know that many private companies are spending billions of dollars on having these kind of platforms. There are many things that we're preparing on papers. One feature that I will say is that I'm working on some portfolio sentiment analysis where you will be able to, add your wallet address and it will automatically add your tokens that you have there or any desired wallet address. We don't want people to connect their wallets. We don't care about that. Just perform sentiment analysis and behavioral analysis. And actually, the main thing is here is crowd psychology. So yeah, this is what we've been working on. We want to give the transies and people something that they didn't have before. This is actually the first social screener on Solana, as I've mentioned. So this is what we've been working on, and we want to advance and develop more.
Yeah, that's
So
cool. I like
yeah,
that because you could drop in different wallet addresses that you track even and just see, okay, now are people talking about the tokens that are in this wallet? If not, like move on to the next one kind of thing. So that's an interesting feature.
yeah, you're the first one to know here. So yeah, I'm here giving you the
Oh,
alpha, guys.
exclusive for the show.
You
Thank you.
heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first
Exactly.
on MCG. Now we
Yeah.
appreciate you dropping the alpha. So
Of course.
kind of zooming out a little bit, what's your overall vision? Like I know earlier you even mentioned that you're going into stocks, the stock market eventually. So kind of give us a broad overview of we know where you are now, the features you're working on, what you're building. Where does that what does that look like in 6 months, 12 months, or
Okay,
even longer
so
than that?
yeah, it will be longer than that, but I think as a first step, we want to be established. I want people to have room on their daily basis on their trading platform. And I want them to be able, to use this instead of other things because let me just say, I think technical analysis most of the times is getting useless through especially low market caps on Solana. So yeah, I want to be established and establish this platform through Solana. Then we will expand to other chains, and eventually the bigger vision is stock markets, penny stocks,
Very nice.
stocks, speculative assets, everything. Yeah.
And can you give us an idea of the market size? We know that this is kind of first on Solana, likely one of the first even in all of the space, but just zooming out to even outside of crypto, what kind of market is there for a tool or for tech like this?
Well, the market is huge. Um, there are millions of people, of course, trading on stocks. So I can't even like I have to look through the numbers, but I mean you can only imagine if we get established on Solana and then we move out on Solana because this is the starting point. Uh, Web 2 is gonna get crazy. I mean, I'm already writing this academic paper, as I mentioned, because I want to participate in many conferences because this is something that hasn't been done before. Um, and I think it's super cool that I'm building this through Solana and through the crypto world. And this will take me through the outside world as well. I think there's a huge market. As I said before, I know that there are companies that are using this kind of analysis, also not behavioral analysis, but kind of sentiment ones. But also, they're spending billions of dollars on it, and private groups and people don't actually independent people don't actually know this, and I'm democratizing this. So yeah, I'm super excited for the future.
Yeah, this, I mean, I've been doing this since trading on X or Twitter back in like 2011, 2012, 2013 was there was a big like micro cap penny stock run. And that was when X or Twitter back then first enabled you to tag a stock symbol with the money sign. And
Yeah,
ever since
crazy.
then, like that was like the place where people went to talk about stocks, because they beforehand they used to do it on Yahoo message boards or like these private forums. And then the government effectively, like the SEC, kind of banned that activity because they didn't want people pumping stocks and stuff like that. Well, then it just went to social media, and people could then just tag symbol and share their information about it. What's great about this is like you can just go to a symbol that you're following already, or upload your portfolio and see what people are saying about it without having to go to drop it in X, look at the symbol, then go, latest, and then scroll through like 20 spam tweets before you find one real tweet to see what someone's saying about it. So if you're listening to this and give it a try, throw a few symbols in there, because I think people will find it helpful. So
Yeah, and I think what people don't actually understand is that I've been working through many years through these companies, and I'm coming from a fintech background, and I know how these things work, and I'm gonna bring them to Solana so everyone in the trenches can learn too. So
love
yeah.
it. Well, thank you for joining the show. I don't know if you have any final thoughts here while we wrap this segment up, but I appreciate it. This was really interesting.
I appreciate it, you guys. It has been great talking to you. You have really good insights. I'm waiting for the wizard to see the outcome in the case study. Of course, I welcome everyone to join the site and give me feedback. My DMs are always open. I'm always here in the trenches, heads down building. So, yeah, I've been looking for the feedback. And yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate the convo. It has been great.
Yeah, and
It's been a
WAMCA
wonderful
is
interview.
yeah, WAMCA is in chat there if you're interested in pulling it up on your whatever Meteor wallet or whatever you're trading. Yeah. Thanks, Cruella.
No, we
Appreciate it.
really appreciate the interview, Cruella. Thanks for stopping by and spending a few minutes with us. We know you wear several hats, so we know you have a pretty busy schedule. So appreciate you taking out the time, and definitely want to have you back. In 3, 6 months time to see how you guys are doing, what you guys are working on. I know you gave us a little bit of a preview today, but we'd love to get an update live from you here and check back in with you.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you. Bye.
See ya.
Take care, Cruella.